Guys, and welcome to another edition of Market Marauders. First things first, hit that subscribe button down below, like, comment, share. Today I'll be going over my top 3 penny picks for the week. So let's dive into it. So for number 1, I have Fuel Cell Energy Incorporated. They've been on a crazy run. I'm currently invested in them. I have been since back when they were around like 35 or 38 cents a share, and I'm excited to see them continue to grow. So you know, they've definitely moved past their moving average 50 and well above their moving average 200. They also have earnings coming up. I think it's on the 22nd. So look forward to that. It's going to shed some light on what they're doing with the company. If we go and look at they're currently at 240. This is the 19th, which is a Sunday, so the market's not open. Um, So if we look at their chart, the 5-day chart, they definitely have grown a lot. They started off at like $2.01. Have grown all the way to 2.38. So moving on to some of their press releases. Um, so it says one of their press releases from their website goes over that they announced that they were regaining NASDAQ compliance, which is always a good thing for any company um, to be NASDAQ compliant. When companies aren't NASDAQ compliant, it's really, you know, kind of a tough situation, especially for shareholders, um, because they're counting on the company uh, to know to make those profits and to continue their NASDAQ compliance. So going forward, it says on here the financial results are going to be on a call on January 22nd, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So looking forward to that. They've been doing a lot of things in the company. I know the new CEO, Jason Few, has basically put a lot of things implemented in the company, and I think that they'll have a good earnings moving forward. There are a lot of moving parts as far as this company is concerned, but their product is really good, and I've seen it in a lot of different applications. So I think moving forward with the expansion and with a lot of uh, good direction from the new CEO, I think the company will continue to grow their share price. So that's my number 1 pick. For number 2, these are not in any specific order, by the way. I have Titan Pharmaceuticals Incorporated. So Titan Pharmaceuticals has gone above their moving average 50, but they haven't made it to their moving average 200, which is 77 cents a share, and they're currently at 33 cents a share. Yep, 33 cents a share. So if we dive into some of their charts, we'll go and get a better look at their 5-day. So their 5-day chart is doing pretty good. It's jumped up a lot significantly since about the 20th. So it's gone from about 2 cents to about 33 cents, which is where it's at. It went all the way up to 37 cents, but it went down a little bit. So I see significant growth with this company, and I'll explain why going into one of their press releases. So this press release was released January 13th, 2020, so it's pretty recent. It says Titan Pharmaceuticals Incorporated today announced that it has signed an agreement for this drug implant to be included into federal supply schedule, providing U.S. veterans and other federal government agencies with access to Titan's novel 6-month maintenance treatment for opioid use disorder and eligible patients. The final FSS contract is effective January 15th, so it's the 19th, so the contract's already effective, and has a 5-year term. The FSS contract will extend access to this drug. I can't pronounce that. Sorry, guys. To over 9 million VA beneficiaries and others within the federal system. So I think that the company will grow just because they have this 5-year contract. It's a government contract and it's for a good cause. And so I think, moving forward, it's going to, make the company more profitable. Um, Companies that support the U.S. Veterans and federal government, I think are fantastic companies. And for them to continue to, supply a drug to help people with opioid use disorder, I think is a fantastic thing, and a good look for the company moving forward. A lot of companies that you see, like medical companies, um, they don't really highlight the things that they do for the public. They just kind of highlight the drug that they use or the drug that they make and what its purpose is for. But this is one of the only companies that I've seen in the medical realm, in my opinion, that's a penny stock that actually shows what their drug is used for and its purpose. So I think that's a good move forward, and it's a good thing that they're doing to help these people with opioid use disorder. So that's why I picked them as my number two. I think they're going to continue to grow, especially with this 5-year contract. They're going to continue to see revenue from that for 5 years. So I think the stock has the potential to go up, even though it had a lull from 37 down to 33. So my number three stock is going to be Plug, which is Plug Power Incorporated. They've had a crazy run since about like early to mid August. And they're way past their moving average 200 and past their moving average 50, which is always a good thing. When you look at stocks, you want to see where they're at in accordance to their moving average. Um, that's something I always look for when I look for penny stocks. I try to see if they have growth above their moving averages, because to me that shows that the company is trending upwards. Um, so let's go into some more of the stock analysis. So they closed at 417. Look at their 5-day chart. They actually were a lot higher. They went up to 438, and they had a dip down to 385. So this was on the 20th. No, this was on the 13th. They went up to 437, and they went down to 4. They went to 385. So then they went back up a little more, and then kind of, went sideways on around this 417 range. Yeah, so they kind of went sideways in this 417 range from about January 15th to about now. Um, but let's dive into the company and see why I picked them as my number three. So one major reason that I picked them as my number three is they said Plug Power. This is a press release from their website that was on the 6th of January. Plug Power receives a $172 million order for hydrogen and fuel cell solutions from Fortune 100 customer. So, this is a really big deal. Having a contract of that magnitude for any company is always a big deal. And, each quarter is going to show how much money that the company has made based on this contract. So, I think people are undervaluing this company at the moment, with the stock price being 417 and they have a $172 million order. And you know, I think moving forward, the stock's going to definitely increase tremendously, uh, way past this $4 mark that it's at, just for the fact that when their quarter earnings come out, you'll definitely get to see, all of the revenues coming in from this one contract. Now, it's not their only contract. They have other contracts out there, and, they're continuing to grow business. But a $172 million order is not a small order by any means. And the company that um, I don't see it in here, the company that they're partnering with, but if news comes out that the company that they're partnering with is a really large major company, then I feel like the stock will rally around that as well. Um, it just says from Fortune 100 customer, but I feel like once the news breaks out on who that partnership is with, uh, the fact that they're a Fortune 100 customer, that the stock will rally even more. So anytime companies have contracts with other really really big companies, whether it's a small company with a big company or two big companies uh, in contract together, it always is a big deal, and stock prices always rally around that. Um, they also rally around big orders like this, so $172 million order is a reason to rally, and that's why the stock grew. But I think once people find out who their um, actual partner is with, then I think the stock will rally even more, and it'll be way above that $4.17 price. So I'm excited to look forward to see their earnings and who their partner is, and to see the growth of this company moving forward, because it's a huge leap forward for the company as a whole. And I think it's a good stock to look at long term as well, because we don't know the impact right now, because it's only the 6th when this came out, and it's the 19th, so we don't really know the impact of how this contract will increase company revenues long term. So that's my picks for my top three penny stocks. Uh, Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, like, comment, share, and I'll see you guys next time.